I'm never going in the ocean ever again. Ever again. What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Real Review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie The Shallows. Without spoiling anything, this movie is about a surfer played by Blake Lively who is going to this beach, this remote, secluded, secret beach, to go surfing, to do a little bit of soul searching. And while she's surfing, she runs across a great white shark. It's kind of hard for me to gauge Blake Lively's acting because I've never seen much of her work in the past. Like, I didn't see Gossip Girl, any of that stuff. I think the only one I saw was Green Lantern, and that movie wasn't very good just as a whole. So I don't really have anything really good to gauge her off of. But in this movie, I actually felt like she was really, really good. Really, really effective in carrying the movie along with it just being her, essentially. The Shallows is directed by the same director who did the last few Liam Neeson movies that weren't taken. You know, like Non-Stop and Run All Night. And for the most part, those movies were actually pretty good movies. They weren't great, but they weren't bad either. They were decent movies. One of the things I love about this movie is the direction. This director knows in this type of film that tension is everything. Through this whole first act, you just feel this slow build. This slow build of tension. Where it's going like this, and you slowly start sinking down in your seat, and you slowly start bringing your arms up like this, and you're like, oh no. It's effective. I'm trying to say that. He does a very effective job at building tension. One thing I love about this movie is the tone. It might actually seem a little bit misleading at the beginning. When she starts surfing, you hear this like loud like pop music, and you're like, okay, is this like a surfing music video? But what happens is, the way that the movie is filmed, the camera will be showing her surfing, and then when it's above the water, you'll hear the pounding of the pop music, but then the camera goes underwater and it gets all faded out, and then it gets really eerie and really quiet and really kind of terrifying. And those are the moments when you start feeling really uneasy, like, what is happening right now? I don't like this. I do not like the way that the sound is making me feel right now. Another plus of this film is that it's only 87 minutes long. It's not even an hour and a half. Which is perfect. I think that it's great that they kept it so short because it really made it more of an effective film. There's not a lot of time where you're like, come on, what's gonna happen here? What time is it? How long have I been sitting in this theater? I have some mixed feelings on the shark, and I think there are some positives to be had with the shark, and there are some negatives to be had with the shark. The CG on the shark looks really, really good, and I think that really helps the film overall in its quality and its tension building, and just kind of driving the plot along without taking you out being like, wow, that looks very fake, you know? And that brings me to one of the only negatives in this movie is I feel like the shark is uncharacteristically genius. Like, this shark was literally hunting and was almost outsmarting Blake Lively in some situations. And I think maybe if you're going for that real feel, that will take it out of real territory and make it, okay, this isn't a real, like, shark attack movie. This is more of like a monster movie. Other than the shark being a super genius monster shark, I don't really have a lot to complain about this movie. Guys, I'm just gonna be straight up with you. I really, really like this movie. I was on the edge of my seat. There were literally 2 times in this movie that I was like, and then you look around to see if anybody saw you, but really everybody else jumped too, so you're kind of like, oh, we're good, we're good. What's up, we're good, we're good. Overall, I thought The Shallows was a really effective thriller. I had a lot of fun. I thought it had a lot of tension. It was very suspenseful. It made me jump a couple of times. I thought the acting was really good. It had a really, really good CG shark. I thought maybe he was just a little bit too smart for his own good. But other than that, it was a really good movie. I'm going to give The Shallows a B+. So, have you guys seen The Shallows yet? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Comment in the section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and you have a wonderful day.